Hi everyone, so today I thought I would do a guinea pig cage and shed tour. I haven't done a video like this in such a long time, but I'm planning on doing a cage or shed tour, or both, at least once a month from now on, because I'm planning lots of changes with the things I've got. Sorry if you can hear the wind, by the way, but I want to organise the shed a little bit more. It's quite organised today, but I do want to organise it more again because I've ordered a couple of things, and also I want to redo a few things more towards the summertime, like paint the floor and do the bases of the cages again. But today I just thought I would do an updated shed and cage tour, seeing as I haven't done one for such a long time. So here is the front of the shed. We've got my Beware of the Guinea Pig sign, my locks and bolts, and then just my weights down at the bottom there. When you first walk into the shed, I've now got this really cute welcome mat with two caps on, and I got this from Poundland. I do like to have a little mat here every now and then, and especially through the winter time when it's a little bit muddy and you want to wipe your feet. So I got this from Poundland, like I say, and it's pretty good. And then here's an overview of the shed. So as always, let's start at the back door of the shed. Hanging on the door here, we've got a little set of screwdrivers and my brush just there. We've got a few more padlocks, some scissors, another padlock, the keys to the front door of the shed, and there's also a little light or torch on that. And then we have a bottle brush just above the door. We have a little shelf, and I've got my 4 hay rollers, and I also have this hanging heart just above. On the roof of the shed I have my lights and a couple of hanging toys that I don't use very often because they're very big, but I think they look quite cute on the roof of the shed. Just to the left of the door we've got a top shelf. There is going to be something on that shelf. I've got a little house that I'm kind of turning into a tunnel, so you'll see that in the future, but for now it's empty. Then we've got my guinea pig books and a little radio. Along the back here we've got these star lights that I got at Christmas, but they're so cute that I just want to leave them there because I really do like them. And then underneath this shelf we have Pippin, Teacup and Dolly's cage. So in their cage today they've got their giant water bottle, a fiddlesticks bridge and their hay rack. Attached to one of the hooks on the hay rack I've got this Baby Lynx toy that they just like to move about and nudge around. In the centre of the cage we've got this small colourful fiddlesticks bridge and a couple of chew toys down. And then at the back here we've got a chain wooden chew, and we've got my DIY little bed that I've also got a DIY lap pad on and a DIY little miniature cuddle sack on, or a piggy pocket. And then just here we've got this adorable little bowl, and I've got one for each of the cages. I actually got these from Poundland as well, and I really like them. They're so easy to clean and easy to use, and it's a nice area for pellets as well, in space I mean, because it's not a small space. They can all get around the bowl quite easily, so I really like that. And they also have a DIY lollipop chew. And here's Pippin. He's soldiering on. He's doing really well. For those of you that don't know, he does have terminal cancer, but he hasn't changed personality wise. He's eating really well. He is happy and it seems to be enjoying life. He's just getting worse as the days goes on. It's more weakness than anything else. The cancer's not bothering him really at all. It's just that he's getting weaker, but I'm trying to make it as comfortable as possible, and he seems underneath the trios cage we have a set of drawers. In the top drawer I have all of my first aid items and all of my spare bowls. I also got this white dish from Poundland, and underneath that I got these dishes from Poundland. So Poundland's pretty good for pet products at the moment. In the middle drawer I keep my guinea pig pellets. I've got my pond fish food just here. I use these little buckets every now and then to measure out veggies, so 1 per guinea pig. I've got spare fish food, and this one here isn't fish food, it's actually some treats. So I got some dry papaya, and my friends also got me the Burgess XL apple snacks, which they absolutely love. And I know one of my friends watches these videos, so thank you so much. They love these treats so much, and I've put them safe in this little container so they can stay fresh. And then we've got a jar of treats just here. In this bottom drawer I keep all of my toys. As you can see, a large percentage is DIY toys that I've made for them. We've got this as a DIY, we've got a Minion chew, a cake, a Harry Potter book, a lot of DIYs, but I've actually taken my jingly toys out of here now because I put them on display, so I'll show you those in a second. So this is basically just chews and toys that aren't plastic jingly toys. And then just inside the drawer on this little shelf I keep my fleecy products. So I've got my lap pads, I've got a plastic puzzle house, a little one. I've got my seesaw at the back there and some DIY lap pads and piggy pockets and everything like that. We then have this little space underneath the tortoise enclosure, and all I keep under here at the moment is my travel cage or hospital cage, and inside that I got a spare water bottle, a rain cover for the summer and some puzzle playground house pieces. I then have my shed heater just here. It's a really fantastic heater, and we got it down here so that because the heat rises it heats the whole of my tortoise enclosure. On the front of the enclosure I've got all of my plugs and sockets, and I've got this beware of the tortoise. And above their little bed area I've put this towel that I use with the guinea pigs, but I've put it on there to keep the warmth in as well. And I've got my forage box that eventually I want to get rid of and just keep little bags of forage. And this is what the inside of their bed area looks like. It's just stuffed with hay, and they've pushed all the hay to one corner like they always do so that they can nest in. And this is what their enclosure looks like. On this side of the enclosure we've got their food dish with the remainder of their lunch on, and I've got this decorative plant up here. It's just a plastic reptile one, and we've got a thermometer over on that end. You can see the little door there to their sleeping area. At the back we've got this zebra gaffer tape that I put there just for decoration. I also have another decorative plant hiding the wire from their heat lamp. On this side of the enclosure we've got a cuttlefish bone, another thermometer, their water dish and their UV lamp. Just above the tortoise enclosure we've got my pull-out desk. This is where I make the guinea pigs veggies. So we've got a little piece of lino back there, a veggie knife and a chopping board. And then we have Dotty, radish and pumpkins. Over on this side of their cage we've got their heart dish, and I'm not sure if I've mentioned already, but they haven't got anything in their dishes yet because they have their pellets in the evening, and it's not pellet time yet, it's bean veggie time, and they've also had some ready grass today, but their pellets aren't until about 5 o'clock. Over here we've got this adorable little cat toy. It's actually a cat scratching bridge type thing, and I got this from Pets at Home, and I went back about a week later and managed to get a second one that was reduced to £4, which was really good. And this is just really cute. It's a great tunnel for them. They seem to like climbing it. It will also help with their nails when they put their paws up on it, which they've been doing quite a lot. And it does have a little hanging toy on it, as you can see here. I'm actually, after this video, going to take that off and put a jingly toy there instead, but for now I've just put it there so that you can see what it looks like. And underneath that we've got a few different chew toys. In the middle of the cage we've got their hay rack, and they also have a lollipop chew just lying. At the back of their cage we've got a fruit hanging toy, their giant water bottle, their fiddlesticks bridge and a little soft hanging baby toy. And for those of you that don't know, this is my first group of guinea pigs that's just females. So we've got Dotty, Radish and Pumpkin, who are all females. My other two groups have got a neutered male in each group. So we've got Pippin, who is my neutered male, and Casper, who you'll see in a second, is my neutered male. We did have Bailey, who was my neutered male with Radish and Dotty, but he sadly passed away, and I still miss him to this day. He was such a lively, cheeky guinea pig, and I think about him all the time. But he's greatly missed, but he was also my neutered male. So because eventually obviously when things change and my males are quite elderly at the moment, Pippin's got terminal cancer, it's better to stick with females so that I can bond my females that are either left behind, or if I've got one neutered male he can also go in the group of females. So that's why I've decided to adopt majority of females from now on, because then it'll make it easier for me when I'm introducing them into a herd rather than into smaller groups. Above their cage we've got this adorable little metal basket, and this is where I put all of their jingly toys. I think it looks really nice. And then above that we've got some hidey houses. Going to the left we've got a hay rack and my disinfectant and my CCTV camera. This is just a camera that I watch on my phone. I used to have one about 2 years ago, but it was only a tiny one. I probably showed it in videos, but I'm not sure if I actually spoke about it. But that connected to my TV and not to my phone, so it was a pain. And the reason I decided to get one again was because Recently we went out for the day. I left the guinea pig's door open about 5 centimetres with a weight in front of it, and when we came back the door was open wide and the weight had been moved. No one can access our back garden, so we weren't sure whether it had been the wind or not, but just in case and to make myself feel safer, even though I padlocked the shed and everything, I wanted to get a CCTV camera that I can watch on my phone wherever I am, just in case, and then I always know that there is the camera and the disinfectant. I've got this shelf that I've got a little hay wagon on, this cupcake house that uses a hay house, a hay rack, and this little pig. Next to that I have my wipe. Underneath the shelf we've got Duffy, Casper, and these guys also have this adorable heart dish. And here they are. This is Casper, my neutered male. We've got a kebab just here, a giant water bottle, we've got a DIY donut hanging toy there, and their hay rack just near the front of the cage they got this chew and an apple hanging chew, and in the middle of the cage they got a Christmas tree chew and a carrot. What's really handy about this cage is that we have this door that opens at the front of the cage. This is to make cleaning easy, and it also makes it easier to show you guys what's in the back of the cage. So if Casper moves his bum out the way, we've got a little plastic step stool that they use as a hidey house, a DIY dumbbell roller, and this kind of raffia chew toy that they really like. At the back there we've got a football and rugby ball chain chew, and then just in the back corner we've got this wooden house. And underneath their cage I keep some hidey houses that I'm not using. I have this red mat underneath that I think makes it look cozy. So we've got another one of those cat tunnels, we've got a Doctor Who house, a DIY one, and a little purple DIY house. And we've also got this bunny hay rack that I've also painted with soy paint. Just in front of this cage I've got a load of hooks. I'm currently keeping 2 hay balls on one hook and a couple of Christmas toys that I obviously won't use for a while. Just going up from their cage I have this really adorable heart garland that I got from Home Bargains. On the kind of middle part of the wall I've got this LBSZ, so Lubu Shih Tzu, metal sign that I got from one of the pet shows that I went to, and that just sits in the middle, on the middle part of the wall. I think it looks really I also have a couple of hooks on the bottom of the wall where I keep my spare foldable metal, and above that I have some more hooks where I keep a couple of brushes to help me clean. And here's an overview of the guinea pig's shed and cage. So those are my guinea pig cage and shed tours for this month. I hope you've enjoyed them. Like I say, hopefully things will change and look less cluttered. I've got a few more things that I want to go through and sort out, either do them up or give them to my friend, and I've got to do the same thing with my toy drawer, in desperate need of clearing that out. But I hope you enjoyed it, and give it a thumbs up and a comment and a share if you did. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Bye everyone.